How do you define a hero? By strength, wisdom, or achievements? We have learned a hero can live among you and appear when you least expect it. Our hero didn't save us from a disaster. He opened our eyes and hearts by fulfilling His divine purpose from God. Our hero was our 8-year-old son, Zach. He battled a cancerous brain tumor for 10 months with unrelenting courage and optimism. 33 radiation treatments, 4 rounds of chemo, never asking why, just facing each new challenge with determination and hope. God's purpose was much bigger than we could see. But we are learning to see more than the world and focus on eternity. In 1 Peter 2:11, as Peter addresses a group of Christians, he refers to them as aliens and strangers in the world. Having a child in heaven, I understand these words with a new appreciation. Once we heard the word cancer, and then 10 months later faced the death of our child, it was as if someone had placed a new pair of glasses over our eyes. The world that once felt like home had suddenly become a very uncomfortable place to be. Our vision had been expanded and had become focused on eternity. To give to those in need helps heal a broken heart.
God spoke to our hearts in His Word in 1 John 3:17, where it reads, "If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need but has no pity on him, how can the love of God be in him?" It was clear that God had plans for the remaining money, and that was that the funds should be used to help others. We have received much joy as we have shared with those in need.
To appreciate every moment, no matter how ordinary. It's so easy to take our kids' lives for granted. Once I had my 2 kids, I know I just assumed, as we all do, that they would be here longer than I would be. What happens when the likelihood of outliving your child becomes a real possibility is you quit taking everything for granted. Suddenly, every moment becomes more precious when we realize how limited they could be. What we found was the most beautiful moments came in the simple activities. Having a normal day free of pain, nausea, and clinic visits became magical. Hearing Zach's laughter, seeing his beautiful smile, or the twinkle in his eye were all it took to make my day complete. Now that he's gone, not only do I miss his physical presence, but I miss all those little things that seemed so bothersome before he was sick. To realize God is alive and surrounding us in His presence.
Pastor Dumas came by the next morning with an elder and prayed with us. The peace that was in our home that morning could only come from God. It was like God was reaching down and wrapping His arms around our family and holding us tight.
The Zach impact is powerful. Can we share it with you?
Hello, I'm Sherry Tucker, and I hope this video has spoken to your heart. My husband and I have felt a strong calling from God to share this story, and we would love the opportunity to do that with you. Whether through an interview format or by sharing our testimony individually or together, we are sure this story will touch hearts and change lives as we explain how God used one 8-year-old boy in a very powerful way. The transformation that occurred in our faith is explained more fully in my book, Unfinished Love, Walking by Faith Through Pediatric Cancer. I hope you will find the time to read it and allow God to show you how He defines a hero.